from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this. Classes in his background with his footwork.
Sideline incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field. Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get... And this is caught inside the 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39, Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, football, there was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Boy, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, here's Harris across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. Jackson on first down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On first down, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year two. The last pick selection with his ability to run.
Touchdown! A great play there. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check 50, check 50. 60 Eagles.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. On the give, this is Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming. Let's go.
A give to Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, and they'll set up shop right near. Midfield at the 49-yard line. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here again is McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go, D.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. The Chiefs on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract after this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they will take a knee here. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.